Hey, Lowry.
Hello, Mason. Guys, welcome in.
Hey, Lowry.
Hi, Elvis. Go ahead and have a seat at the table. I know you've only been here once or twice, so don't forget, I have a cat, and she does not like people. She's hiding right now, but if she comes out, don't make eye contact. She will bite you.
I've never even seen your cat, Lowry. The only way I know that she exists is that she bothers my allergies.
She has a lot of layers of self-defense. She's a very troubled cat, and she won't let me into her life either. One of the ways she defends herself is by shedding more than other cats.
So, Lowry, you didn't give us a lot to go on, so I've decided that I want to be like a Stretch Armstrong kind of thing, except an off-brand version, Long Strong Man. They made a few thousand of me, and then my company got sued for patent infringement.
I decided I want to be one of those reversible plush octopus toys. Like normally they're a happy little octopus and then you fold them inside out and they're mad.
I've never seen one of those, but okay.
Well, imagine a pink little ball with tentacles on it and then you fold it inside out and it's furious.
So like a pillow pet, basically.
I mean, less trashy than a pillow pet, I'd like to think, but sort of.
How are pillow pets trashy?
I don't know, like they're supposed to be pillows and a pet. You can't be both things. You gotta be good at one thing.
They're a pillow and a pet. What do you want them to get a college degree?
Well, I mean, they're terrible pets, Elvis. I mean, you can't feed them.
Well, we can't feed Lowry's cat. Where is it even?
Hey, my cat's fear makes up what it is, and for the record, it would make a terrible pillow.
See, Lowry's cat specializes in being a cat. It's a good cat. Pillow pets are trashy. That's it.
Well, speaking of trashy, I wanted to be one of those little plastic spiders that they put out for Halloween. Not like a spider ring, just a spider.
Very ambitious, Elvis. You were supposed to be one of this child's most treasured toys.
The kid loves Halloween.
At least you're not a spider ring. You can still sit upright.
And I look great jammed into a wad of cotton.
Okay, well, I guess we can just get started. So, each of you are a wonderful toy who lives in the toy box of little Eric, your most favorite boy in the world. He loves you and he plays with you every day. There's one other toy in the toy box, Mr. Banana Muffin, a large stuffed bear who Eric played with until one of his eyes fell out. Eric still loves Mr. Banana Muffin, but now they don't play together because Eric is afraid to hurt him again. That makes Mr. Banana Muffin sad, but he understands. Eric doesn't have any other toys, but that makes you all the more valuable, especially because his mom is often away for work-related reasons, and Eric needs someone to keep him company while he's by himself.
Okay, so Elvis the Halloween spider is one of the only, 4 toys this child has.
Well, now my choice is just depressing.
Today is a school day, so Eric wakes up, and the very first thing he does is open his toy box and say good morning to everybody. Hi, everybody. I sure am excited to play with all of you today, but first I gotta brush my teeth. I don't want Mom to get mad like last time. Eric brushes his teeth, changes his clothes, then eats some breakfast, and then it's off to school. While Eric's away and no one else is watching, all of you can move around freely and play among yourselves. But if anyone sees you, be it Eric or Mom, your body goes limp. You've learned not to wander around the house too openly, because if Mom finds you, she gets mad at Eric for leaving his toys out, and that makes Eric sad. Nothing hurts more than Eric feeling sad because of something that you did. The waiting is excruciating, but finally, Eric comes home, and just like always, he rushes straight upstairs to his toys. He hugs each of you as he pulls you out, gently pats Mr. Banana Muffin on the head, and then leaves him behind. Sorry again, Mr. Banana Muffin. Gosh, I wish I hadn't made you fight Long Strong Man like that. I should have known you weren't ready, but I just pushed you too hard.
No hard feelings, Mr. Banana Muffin. Sorry, dude.
He places you all in a semicircle in front of him, and then Eric puts his backpack in his lap. Now, everybody, I know we don't have a lot of friends, 'cause making friends sure is hard. I tried to make a new friend today. There's another boy at school named Kevin, and I thought me and him were best friends, but it turns out he's got another best friend, and they don't like me very much. But I thought maybe me and Kevin could still be friends in another way. He pulls out a little figurine made of pipe cleaners. It's wearing a shirt and pants made of tinfoil. Everybody, I want you to meet Little Kevin. Little Kevin's my new best friend, and since all of you are my best friends too, I want you to be Little Kevin's new best friend. And anytime Kevin wants to play with us, all of you guys are excited and happy to play. Paul, the stuffed octopus, he picks you up and pretends to speak for you. Well, hi, Kevin. We were just about to play a game, and we'd sure like if you played with us. Eric shakes Kevin as he talks. Well, gee, guys, that sure is nice. I'd love to play any game you want to play, even if I don't know the rules. Eric picks up Mason, the stretchy action figure. That's okay. You don't have to know the rules. We can all make up new rules together. Eric picks up Elvis, the spider. Yeah, if anyone says you can't play with us, then the only rule is we won't play with that person, 'cause they're mean. He shakes each of you one at a time. That's right, that's right, that's right. Then Kevin tells you, Aw, guys, that's great. You sure are good friends. I'm happy we're all friends. And Eric plays with all of you together for a good while, making sure that each of you help Kevin get acclimated to the group and include him in all the fun.
Larry, I should have known that you would run an incredibly depressing game about a lonely child.
One day, this little boy will own a cat that doesn't even love him.
Does this child have anyone else in his life besides Mom? Like a grandparent or something?
I just want to give this kid a hug.
Good. As a happy, wonderful toy, your entire life's purpose is to feel sorry for this boy and to make him happy. Anyway, Eric plays for a while, but then his mom comes to the door and sees him playing with Kevin. Oh, honey, what is that? Eric holds up Kevin. Well, it's my new friend Kevin, Mom. Eric's mom frowns, and then she walks over and gently takes Kevin away. I think maybe you should just play with your good toys for now, okay, Eric? Eric gets visibly upset and tries to snatch Kevin away. But Mom, he's my new best friend. I made him all by myself. He's my new friend. Mom holds Eric at arm's length. I said no, Eric. We're not going to play with this toy. No more fighting or you can skip dinner. Mom leaves, and it looks like Eric is on the verge of tears. Oh man, that toy was my new best friend. I can't believe Mom just took him away. He sobs for a bit and then says, Well, I guess I better just go and wash up, or who knows what Mom is going to take for me. He gets up and he leaves you guys behind. Unattended, you come to life, able to move about on your own and talk to one another.
Okay, alright, so this is our daily life. Oh my goodness, did you guys see that? She took Kevin away almost instantly! I cannot believe it! Boy, you don't think she's gonna take someone else away, do you? I mean, like...
No. I mean, we've been around for a while, right? I mean, I don't know about you. Maybe Mom would take Mr. Banana Muffin. But it probably wouldn't be me, because as you know, I'm a limited edition action figures no longer sold in stores. I am irreplaceable.
Gosh, that must be nice.
You could be replaced with the Stretch Armstrong.
Hey, come here. You know we don't say that name. We do not say that name in this house.
I'm just saying it's the exact same mold. They just painted some new stuff on you.
It is not derivative. If I have added my own creative license to the mold, I am unique, and you cannot get me anywhere else.
Why wouldn't Mom take Elvis?
Because I am a plastic spider and I get lost under every single couch and other surface in the house. She'll never find me.
Ah, dang, that must be nice.
Mr. Banana Muffin pokes his head up out of the toy box. Mom said we're the good toys. I think we're all safe.
Oh, yeah, she did call us good toys. Whew. Thanks for that, Mr. Banana Muffin. You're always listening, in that creepy, sad toy kind of way.
He slowly sinks back into the box.
All the same, I would really appreciate it if we could know the fate of poor little Kevin, because the guy was our best friend for all of, the past hour or so.
Yeah, I love that dude. He was all bendy, just like me. I mean, not quite as good as me, but man, he was trying.
Yeah, I think pipe cleaners are a little overrated.
I like how they tickle.
But you can't just say anything you pick up is going to be a toy, right? You should at least, the bottom line, the bar, should at least be Plastic Spider.
Do you remember that time that Mom said that if we don't get cleaned up off the floor, that she was going to put us all in a cannon and shoot us to the moon?
That she was just bluffing to make Eric cry. She would not do that.
Well, Eric cleaned us up. We never found out.
Again, I am completely irreplaceable, and I'm pretty sure the wind resistance on Elvis alone is too much to get him to the moon.
Gosh, that must be nice.
Though I will say, if you guys got shot to the moon and I was kept because I'm so valuable, I would still miss you, because, I wouldn't have anyone to punch.
Yeah, that's true. And you can't just go around punching anything. I'm perfect for it, because I'm made of stuffed cotton, it just bounces right off of me. But boy, you try and punch the lamp, or Mom, well, you're going to the moon too.
The moon is no place for a toy.
I do kind of wish that all of our heroic battles did not involve Mason just knocking us off the dresser, though.
We'll stop doing evil and I'll stop knocking you off the dresser. jerk.
It is in my nature as a Halloween spider to be slightly fiendish.
Well, as an octopus, supposedly it's in Paul's nature to be slightly smarter than most animals, but I don't see him living up to that stereotype.
No, I do not believe in stereotypes.
Well, evil or not, I just want to say, falling off the dresser, it is terrifying. Like, man, I thought I was going to die of a heart attack last time.
What were we talking about again?
Mom's gonna send you to the moon.
She is gonna send us to the moon!
Nah, I don't think she will.
How do you know she just took Kevin away? Any of us could be next.
The last time we went on a car ride, she said the cost to get anything is too expensive these days. How's she going to afford to get us to the moon?
Elvis, you dummy. She was complaining about the cost of gasoline. You don't use gasoline in cannons? Everyone knows you use coconut oil.
Well, where's she going to get the coconuts?
From a coconut salesman. Look, we gotta listen in on what Mom and Eric are saying at dinner. It's the only way to be sure that we're not going to the moon.
Oh, but Eric shut the door.
I thought you were the long, strong man.
I am. I'm not the long, strong man. There are others, but there's not very many.
Well, then prove it. Just stretch up there and turn that handle.
That's so much work, though. Couldn't we just watch TV on the tablet?
Turn inside out. No, you cannot just watch TV on the tablet. Our lives are at stake, man. Climb up there and turn the knob. I squeeze myself under the crack in the door.
Your little plush body flattens down, and with some tugging, you pull yourself under the door.
I'm coming. Don't leave me.
And since Elvis is a tiny plastic spider, he also has no trouble fitting underneath the door.
Look back at Mr. Banana Muffin.
He's peeking over the toy box.
Are you coming, Mr. Banana Muffin?
He sadly shakes his head no, then sinks back down again.
Man, I know he lost an eye, but that is just an attitude problem right there. I guess I'm opening the door for just me.
The door opens and you join your friends, who haven't gotten far. Upstairs there's a bathroom, Mom's room, and behind you, of course, Eric's room. There's also a linen closet.
Ah, Mason, you did decide to come too. I'm glad. It's nice when we all work together, because we all bring something to the team. Elvis is small, and I am wonderful, and you are long, strong man.
That is definitely what we bring to the team, just ourselves.
It's pretty great.
Mr. Banana Muffin didn't want to come, though.
Well, that's okay. He is a big downer.
So how are we supposed to listen in on dinner without getting Eric in trouble?
Well, Elvis, the key is teamwork. Teamwork makes the steam works.
What Steamworks?
I don't think that's the saying.
Yes, it is. You get the team together, and then everyone builds a device that's like a steam shovel, and it digs you out of jail, and everyone says, teamwork makes the steam works.
Did that come from a cartoon?
Yeah, Frilly Frog.
Yeah, Elvis, don't you remember that episode of Frilly Frog?
I never get invited to TV time. I always get left in the toy box.
Well, that's okay. There's no room on the end table anyway. I mean, you just fall down and get lost under the couch and whatever.
Yeah. I mean, Frilly Frog's not that great. A lot of very memorable phrases, which you're missing out on, but for the most part,
I mean, it's mostly like kids having an adventure and then they always win at the end.
Yes, it's very formulaic.
Well, it's not really about the show. It's more like the bonding. I just want to sit with Eric.
Well, all the same, I mean, we already kind of have like a buddy system. Because it's up there on the end table, it's very high. You get a buddy, you make sure that you're safe. And so if you had a third person, we'd have no way of keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, if you fell down, who knows where you'd be.
Well, off the table, I would think.
Right, and you know what they say about things that are off the table? You can't do them. They're not an option.
Right, exactly. So don't worry about it. I mean, Frilly Frog is just a me thing and a long, strong man thing and an Eric thing. It's fine.
As you guys are having this very on-topic and important discussion, you hear the collar jingle of Georgia, the family tabby cat. Unlike with humans, you don't freeze up if an animal sees you, but Georgia likes to chase motion, and she isn't particularly gentle with you. Elvis, there's a chance she may break one of your legs, and Mason, since you're just rubber stretched over cornstarch, a hard bite could do some real damage. Paul, you're relatively safe, but she will torture you for hours. She hasn't spotted you yet, but if you wait, she'll probably grab you.
Squeeze myself under the closet door.
Hey, wait for me! I thought we were Frilly Frog safety buddies! I opened the closet door.
What are you doing? The cat's gonna get in! Close the door! Close the door!
Scuttle in there next to Paul. Get cozy right next to him.
Close the door, close the door.
The door shuts. It sounds like Georgia has come to a stop outside. You're trapped.
See, this is nice. All of us together.
Okay, I have developed a new plan. Elvis, you can climb up walls. How about you climb up the top of the door and tell us when the coast is clear from looking up there?
Well, I could do that. Or, what if I go and listen to what Mom and Eric are saying, and then I'll come back later and maybe by then Georgia will have lost interest.
I guess that would be killing two birds with one baseball.
Is that something they said on Frilly Frog?
Yeah, that was
yes,
Frilly Frog.
Frilly Frog.
Can we watch Frilly Frog on the tablet together? I just really need to catch up on Frilly Frog. It's fine, I'll go.
Elvis crawls up the door, then disappears out of the top crack.
I did not want to say this while Elvis was here, but Halloween Spider does not feel like a real toy.
Yeah.
No, he is going to be shot to the moon first.
Elvis, you crawl your way across the ceiling. Immediately down the stairs is the living room. To your right is the front door, and to the left is the kitchen. Inside, you can hear Eric and Mom talking. Eric says, "Aw, Mom, please, can I have Kevin back? I promise I'll be good and clean up all my toys." Mom replies, "I just don't think Kevin is the kind of toy you should be playing with, Eric. You already have perfectly good toys. You'll be fine without Kevin." Eric starts to pout and sniffle. "Aw, but Mom..." Mom sets down her fork. "I'm not going to argue about it. You can let it go or go without dinner." Eric quietly and unhappily goes back to eating.
Okay, go back upstairs. Is the cat still there?
It looks like she wandered off.
Okay, guys, it's clear.
Open the door. Did they say anything? Are you going to the moon?
No, I don't think so, but we should probably go back to Eric's room and close the door before Georgia comes back.
Oh yeah, that is a good idea. I was just thinking that. Go back to Eric's room and then close the door behind us.
Mom said that we're all perfectly good toys, and that Eric should play with us.
Huh, well, that is a relief. I cannot even remember why I was worried. Oh, because she took Kevin away and he was one of the toys.
Yeah, that is weird. Kevin seemed like a really nice guy.
He did not deserve it.
Within a few minutes, Eric comes back upstairs to play with you guys like he always does. But he still seems sad. He says, "Well, guys, I guess we just have to keep playing by ourselves. Mom doesn't want me to have Kevin anymore, even though I did make him by myself. I just don't understand why. It's not fair. I never take things away from Mom. I don't know, maybe the real Kevin will want to be my friend, I guess." Paul, he picks you up and says, "Yeah, but Toy Kevin was a great friend too. I hope we can play with him again someday." The rest of the day goes by as usual, with Eric regularly mentioning how upset he is that Kevin can't be here. At one point, Mason plays a character who takes Elvis away for no reason at all, and it's up to Paul to find and save Elvis. Mason, you get kicked in the face and tossed in the dresser for a few minutes as punishment for your behavior. Finally, it gets to be bedtime. Eric puts on his pajamas, he puts you all away in the toy box, and then goes to bed.
Well, what a fun day we had today.
I guess you could say that. I mean, we totally reversed the roles. I was the bad guy today. That's really weird. I feel like everything is kind of upside down.
You kidnapped me. I don't understand your reasoning, but you know what?
I wasn't kidnapping you. I was preventatively stopping you from your next evil plan, and I am not the bad guy.
Well, you know, it just seemed like a little soon to be doing something like that, especially after we just lost Kevin. I mean, that was over the line, dude. Too soon.
I know. Maybe I was just a little distraught about that, and I didn't want you to ruin the day.
And you were making fun of me for giving into my nature.
Well, my nature is better than yours.
Did you guys notice how happy that Eric was when we rescued Elvis? Boy, I see why you hit me so hard, Mason. I mean, it feels good to be the hero.
I mean, let's not get carried away and start saying that you're the hero now. Like, for one, your kicks were weak. You really need to work on your kicks. It was like being hit by a wad of cotton.
Paul did what he had to do. That is the mark of a true hero, actually, I think. I mean, did you notice how often that Eric brought up Kevin being taken away, and you took me away, and listen.
I did notice that, Elvis. And they say that a safe, controlled exposure to negative stimulus is one way of getting over trauma. So I was just helping Eric get over the trauma of losing Kevin. Or I was just coping myself. I don't know if I can put this on someone else. The point is, all I kidnapped was one of Eric's least awesome toys. I thought it would be easier to handle.
Mason.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that out loud.
I am a spider.
I know that is precisely why I crush you all the time.
Some kids think that spiders are the coolest thing in the world. Have you ever seen a jumping spider dance?
They don't think you're the coolest thing in the world.
We're so cool. We're so cool.
A lot more kids probably think of themselves as being a superhero one day. I'm just saying.
Then explain Spider-Man. Huh? He dedicates his whole life to being more spider-like.
He is completely overrated, and you are reading a lot into that.
He's extremely popular, especially in Mexico.
Reed Richards is a lot cooler by some people's standards.
Nobody likes Reed Richards.
He can stretch further than anybody, and he's a genius.
Guys, did you notice how happy Eric was when I rescued Elvis.
Yes, Paul, I get it. You're the happy fun time hero toy today.
Yes, but what if we actually rescued the real Kevin? For real.
What, the kid at school? That would be kidnapping, Paul.
No, not the kid at school. I mean our friend, Little Kevin.
Oh, well, this is why Eric called him Little Kevin, so that we could tell the two apart.
Okay, shut up. Look, I'm hatching a brilliant idea. What if we figured out where Mom hid Kevin, and then we saved him, and we brought him back to the toy box?
Mom probably just threw Kevin away.
No, I don't think so. If anything, she's just saving him somewhere until she has enough coconut oil to blast him to the moon.
I am really sure that blasting us to the moon is only a bluff. She cannot afford that much coconut oil.
Elvis is right, Paul. You made some pretty dumb assumptions earlier today, which means that you're probably wrong. She's probably not going to send him to the moon. She's probably just keeping him somewhere safe.
Okay. But what if Mom, being as smart as she is, knew that we wouldn't think that Kevin was in the trash, so she hid Kevin in the trash?
Dang. Mom is smart.
Of course she is. She is the backbone of this entire family and the reason that anything gets done around here. But alright, I guess it's settled. The first place that we should look is the trash. Hey, Mr. Banana Muffin, you've been pretty quiet. Would you like to help us save Kevin?
Mr. Banana Muffin has been slumped over in his little corner this entire time, his one remaining eye looking lonely and sad. The moonlight streams into the toy box, illuminating the tiny dust motes that are floating around him. He says, "I remember when I was the only toy. I think there may be other toys one day. I don't want to break. I'll just stay here."
Oh, come on, Mr. Banana Muffin. You gotta do it for Kevin.
If Mom wanted Kevin, he would come back to us.
Well, Mom's not the only one in this house, you know. She may run things, but there's lots of other opinions, like, for example, Eric's opinion. And Eric's opinion is that we should play with Kevin. Mr. Banana Muffin, I feel like you ought to be a little bit more gung-ho about being a good member of this democratic family.
Mr. Banana Muffin just looks at you slowly and gradually shakes his head no.
Fine, suit yourself. Just stay here and never save the day. I climb up over him and out of the toy box.
You're just going to gather dust, Mr. Banana Muffin. I stretch my way out of the toy box.
Don't let him get to you, Guy. They talk down to me all the time, too.
That's because you're a very stupid toy.
Okay, you're just saying that to take out your own insecurity on me. You know what? Just stay here. I don't care. I go.